Hello, is it me you're looking for? Let me check my teeth.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Sophia London's travel diary. Hola, bonjour. Hi guys, welcome back to Sophia London's travel diary. Today I'm going to give you 5 top tips on how to travel luxury, darling, on a budget, a very small budget, little to no money at all. But before we get into it, you must have the following 3 simple things. The first being an in-date valid passport. Check. Second being a small fortune. And last but not least, some beautiful shades. Yes, darling, I'm just traveling to Saint-Tropez for the weekend, you know. I mean, where is my private jet? It's so late. Oh, honestly. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Tip number 1. Find out when is the best time for you to travel. Not when is the time that everyone's going away, not when is the time that your favourite influencer or blogger is vlogging in Dubai. Now, this can depend on many different factors. For example, if you're a student, you have deadlines, you have exams, you have coursework. You have to make sure that you obviously prioritise your studies before you go jet setting. However, if you know that you have an assignment due in 2 weeks' time, and you know this assignment's going to take you maybe a week or so to complete, then go for it. You can bring your books, bring your coursework, bring everything with you. Because the best thing about traveling is that you can pack whatever you need, whatever you like. So many times I've gone away when I've had deadlines, when I've had exams coming up, and I know I need a break. I need to relax. I need to unwind, but I also need to get those assignments finished. So I would pack my books and I would go straight to the airport with everything I've got in my suitcase. And as soon as I'm on that flight, books come out. As soon as I'm booked into the hotel or into the Airbnb, the books come out. I go out for the day, I walk around the town, I find an amazing little coffee shop, books, laptop comes out. It's inspirational, it's relaxing, and it makes doing your work so much more pleasurable. Now, if you're not a student and you actually have a real job, for example, a 9 to 5, or you work for yourself, instead of booking time off to see, okay, what holidays can I fit into my time off that I've booked? I've got time off coming up in a month or so. No, you're doing it all wrong. What you have to do, you have to look up. Now you can go onto Skyscanner, you can go onto Kayak, any of your favorite travel sites. If you don't have any, I will shortly be doing a video on the best search engines and the best websites to go onto to find the cheapest deals for flights, hotels, and everything. So subscribe if you want to see that one. Once you've found out where you want to go, then you have to find out when the cheapest time to go is before you book that holiday off, before you book those 2 weeks off of work. You have to find out exactly when the best time to visit that specific destination is and when the cheapest flights are. For example, let's say you're thinking, oh my gosh, I fancy sushi. I really want to learn karate authentically. I'm going to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan. Fine, amazing, fantastic. Now, when is the best time to go to Japan? Yes, they have amazing seasons, and yes, they have amazing times to go. For example, Sakura. Everyone loves to go to Japan to see the blossoms and all of this in springtime. However, can you afford to go to Sakura? That's what you need to understand. That's what you need to think about. That's what you need to decide. Because Sakura may not be the best time for you to travel. Everyone else may be going there. Everyone else may be out of pocket. Everyone else may be running up their credit cards. Are you going to do the same? No. But do you want to visit Japan? Yes. So the best time for you may not be the best time for everyone else. but you will still get to see your chosen destination in full function. So you go onto your site, for example, Skyscanner, you type in London to Japan, cheapest month. That's the first thing you do, the cheapest month of travel. Oh, lovely, it's not school holidays, it's not peak time, it's very off peak, and that's the cheapest time. Amazing. Now look at the dates that you want to go. How long do you want to go for? 5 days, 7 days, 2 weeks? How much time off have you got? I'm so excited to go to Japan. This is the cheapest time for me. Now I need to send in my holiday request. Now, if you don't work a 9 to 5 or you don't have a boss, then it's completely fine. You book your holidays, you structure your work around it. If you do have a 9 to 5, it's very important that you book your holiday in so it's secured. Book it in advance. Book your holiday in advance, because once you've got those dates in mind and you know that these are the cheapest dates to fly and these are your bank is very happy with this price, then you go to your boss and say, "Hi Stan, I'm thinking of going away soon. Do you think I can get 2 weeks off in September?" "Yeah, sure you can. You just have to submit a request. Use the portal and just, put in your holiday request." I don't know why I'm doing this accent. I've never had a manager that speaks like this, but anyway. So you put in your holiday request and bang, half the work is done. You know you've got that time off, you know the flights are cheap. Amazing. So you've got your cheap flights and you've got your holiday request approved. What's next? Tip number 2, accommodation. Now this is extremely important. Where you stay can be the difference between spending a fraction of a price to blow in the bank. So where you stay is extremely important. Now I know everyone wants to be in like the most luxury, the most beautiful, the most extravagant, the most scenic resort or hotel or penthouse suite, but not all of us can afford that, and that's the reality. But that doesn't mean you can't go. You obviously book within your means. So don't shy away from booking Airbnb. There's some amazing apartments on there. Hostels, the forbidden H word. Now, I know when people hear hostels, they think it's dirty, it's only for backpackers and people that don't groom themselves properly, and it's so gross. I was like that many moons ago. I've stayed in some amazing hostels that has completely changed my perspective, and you'd be very surprised. So if you want to go somewhere bad enough and you just want to experience that culture because you are, like me, an experience seeker, then don't let a hostel prevent your stay. What you have to do, you go onto Hostel World or even booking.com and you look up the ratings that people have given and you look up the images. Images and ratings are your best friend. From that, you can filter down where you would like to stay, where you can actually stay, and where it looks really nice and clean. I always look at the cleanliness of the accommodation, and I look at the reviews of the location. The last thing you want to do is stay 10 miles away from the main part of the city or where you actually want to explore, because you'll be spending a lot more on transportation, which is not always beneficial. So once you have your accommodation and you've chosen somewhere that's not crazy luxury, but it's also not gross, you're basically almost there, guys. You're almost there and you haven't spent much money at all. Tip number 3. What is your reason for traveling to this specific destination? Is it that you just want to relax? Is it that you just want to have a break from the UK or from the New York that you're used to? Is it that you just want some sun, some sand, some sea and some scenery? Oh, that was a mouthful. Or is it that you want to go and explore the history of that country? Is it that you want to actually dive into the culture, somewhere that's not been as exploited? Or is it that you want to go somewhere that's a bit less popular and you want to explore things the authentic and natural way amongst locals? Decide exactly what kind of traveller you are, and this is how you can manufacture this into your price budget. If your reason for travel is that you just want to party, you want to just party with your friends, you want to look cute, you want to take Instagrammable photos, and you just want to seem lit, then do that. It's not an issue. You can do that on a budget. So you don't have to think, oh, I can't afford to go to Dubai or I can't afford to go to LA, but go in a time that you can afford to go. Don't go peak seasons where the flights are 700, 800 pounds, as opposed to the quieter off-peak seasons where you can still get to see LA, you can still get to see Miami, maybe make some connections while you're there, and then the next time you can go at a more pumping period. If you are just going somewhere to get some sun and sand and sea, you don't have to go all the way to Dubai just for sun, sand and sea. You can go to somewhere that is a little bit more reasonable, a little bit more cheaper. For example, you can go to Portugal. The Algarve is absolutely beautiful and it's a fraction of the price than Dubai, for example. You can go to Egypt, you can experience culture. You're also at one of the most beautiful Red Seas if you visit Hurghada. It's literally amazing. And as you know, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I love, love, love Hurghada in Egypt. So, and I have tons and tons of videos and on the food, the culture of Egypt and Hurghada. So if you are interested in a lovely luxury break that is going to cost you peanuts, then Hurghada is actually one of my big recommendations. I know, I understand it is very, very easy to get caught up in the social media influences of where you need to go and how you need to spend your holiday and how to fly and travel luxury. It is very easy to get caught up in all of this. I understand that. However, you don't need to break the bank to have a luxury holiday. For example, you see a Chanel or a Louis V bag in the shop. You are like, oh my God, that bag is so beautiful. OMG, I need this bag. My life will not be complete without this Chanel bag. I need to get it. How can I get it? I need some money. I need to get this bag. Most of us will not go out and just splurge on a 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 pounds bag. We will probably use the internet, go to ASOS or go to Topshop or go to little old Zara and find a very cute, more affordable bag. Personally, I love Ted Baker, but they're not sponsoring this video, so I'm not gonna promote them. But honestly, you're not going to go out and splurge on something that you can't afford, but you will find a happy medium with something that's in your price range and also looks very, very attractive and very cute. Now, it's the same with holidays. If you're going somewhere or you want to go somewhere, you desire to go somewhere that's luxury, you can take amazing photos, you have clear water, you can go to the beach, you can have lovely food, you can be pampered. You do not have to go to the most expensive, the most luxury places. You can just go to a normal place. It's fine. The photos will still look absolutely beautiful. Another point regarding accommodation. Now, this is very, very vital and it's a big mistake that a lot of travellers make. When you are booking a holiday, let's say for example you have a good deal and you book a package holiday from TUI or icelolly.com. Now, that's completely fine. However, can you do the exact same holiday cheaper? 9 times out of 10, the answer is yes. People often make mistakes by booking all-inclusive hotel deals. All-inclusive hotel deals include your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your snacks during the daytime, and your snacks in the evening, and unlimited drinks usually. Now, if you're someone who's not going to stay at the hotel 24 hours of their holiday, I would advise only booking for what you need. If you're someone like me, for example, that likes to explore and experience everything from the food to the culture to the people, I would not be booking an all-inclusive because I'm wasting money on food and beverages that I will never, never consume because I'm too busy enjoying the country. You will not be at the hotel 24/7. Honestly, you can take off hundreds of pounds. You can save yourself hundreds by just having a bed and breakfast at the same hotel, lovely luxury hotel, or a half board, breakfast and dinner. These are the only times you'll probably be at the hotel: for breakfast, because you want to set yourselves up for a lovely day out, and for dinner, because then when you're relaxing, you come home from a nice day, you can relax and you can have dinner. Most of the time I literally just book breakfast, and that means I can wake up, I can have my coffee, I can have my breakfast, my scrambled eggs, and I can go out for the day and I can explore, and if I feel peckish, I can enjoy some of the actual local authentic cuisine and ask locals where is the best place to eat, where do they go to eat, to actually get a taste of the real flavours of that country. Yes, sometimes the hotels will have authentic food and very tasty, delicious meals. However, it's usually not as... However... However, it's usually not as tasty and authentic as local dishes. And tip number 4. Tip number 4, and I'm sure you've heard people doing this all the time. Tip number 4 is to get a job or work abroad. And it sounds very far-fetched, especially if you've hardly had any work experience, or you're not sure what you would do there, or you're not sure if people would hire you. You never know until you actually try. You'll be very, very surprised. I'm going to let you in on a little story into my personal life. I worked in California and I've also worked in Egypt. Now, I worked in California at a beach club, so it's not a high level, you need all these skills and education. I worked in California at a beach club. You can get yourself sponsored, get a J1 visa and apply. There's so many programs, especially if you're at university. If you're at university, I would urge you to go and check out what travel programs are available to you, because there are tons, there are so many. And if you are that way inclined and you want to travel and you don't have money to travel, but you want to explore the world, go through university programs. They will be a huge eye-opener. Like, it's insane. You will, I've had so many amazing trips. This afforded me the luxury of going to, for example, do you remember how many years ago when Rihanna and Eminem done the Monster Tour? Now, if I hadn't gone on that trip, I never would have seen Rihanna and Eminem on a Monster Tour live in Pasadena. These are little things that you don't even think about until you're actually there, but you need to take these opportunities to put yourself there. It's so, so easy. If you need any guidance or you've got any doubts or you're not sure how to go about it, I am here. Please feel free. This is my Instagram. Boom. It's at Sophia_London_XOXO. Contact me. I mean, I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to give you advice. I'm here to guide you. So do not hesitate. Message me, DM me, leave some comments below, and I will do my best to get around to you and provide you with some resources and some more advice. But honestly, especially if you're a uni student, or if you're not, if you just want to travel and you're just young and don't have much money or experience, honestly, this is the best time for you. You have no commitments. You have nothing holding you back. You need to go out there and just don't be scared of, oh, maybe I won't be accepted into this job role, or maybe they're going to reject me, or maybe I'm not good enough. You are good enough, you're amazing, and you're taking the first step, which is watching this video, which shows that you are willing, you are committed, and you are driven to conquer the world. Anyway, but we are moving on to tip number 5. Do not wait for people. Do not wait for people. If you would like to travel on a budget to various destinations, the worst thing you can do is wait for people. People are amazing. People are lovely. People make things fun. People enhance your experiences. However, people that you have to wait for to book a holiday, don't wait for them, because you'll either end up not going or the prices will go up significantly and you'll be so annoyed that you couldn't go for the price that you wanted to go for, and now you're having to scrimp and scrave when you get back because you didn't get the whole budget experience that you wanted. So do not wait for people. It's amazing that you want to go with a group of friends. There's 5 of you. You guys are all cool and dope and it will be so lit. Do not wait for people. You've told them about it. Okay, guys, let's go Croatia. Awesome. They're all on board. Yeah, this will be so good. Oh my God, this will be so sick, bro. Do not wait for them. Book your flight when the dates that you want to go to Croatia. Book your accommodation. Let them know everything is booked. If they want to jump onto the holiday, amazing. If they don't, you know you're going to have a splendid time. Do not wait for people. And I know some of you are thinking, but isn't traveling with a group of people going to be cheaper than traveling on your own because you can split the cost? Yes. And I don't know why I'm doing that voice. Yes, it is going to be cheaper traveling with a group than traveling on your own sometimes. However, if your group of friends are all bad and bougie and they want to travel and fly first class and stay at the Ritz-Carlton, and you know, I don't know. You don't know if you can afford that. You don't know if your bank is going to decline or approve that trip. You need to fly solo and you need to stay in your lane of budget traveling. So, and it happens so many times where you guys all get excited, you're so gassed, you're like, yes, I'm going away, Ayia Napa, you're getting excited. Now, some of your friends want to stay in these bad and bougie 7-star hotels with a butler service and champagne flowing. You know you cannot afford that. It's okay, you can still have your bad and bougie holiday. Get a cheaper apartment via Airbnb and you can still have the same exciting experience. You go out, you explore, and you enjoy. You do not have to break the bank to do this. If you can afford it, 100% go for it and enjoy and live your life. But if you know that you have other things to do with this money and you do not want to be going over and above your bank account balance, then listen to these tips and take caution. Okay guys, so just to summarize. 1, when is the best time for you to travel to that destination, and when is the best time for that destination to be traveled to? Tip number 1. Tip number 2, find out what your reason for traveling is. Is it to enjoy the sand, the sun and the sea, or is it to go somewhere historical? Tip number 3, accommodation. You can do luxury, beautiful accommodations on a very small budget. If you have 0 to hardly any money, you can also travel in some very nice hostels or Airbnbs for less than a meal. Tip number 4, work, send me if you work, send me the Okay, see, I think you get the point. You can go somewhere where you can work in exchange for either money, or you can work in exchange for accommodation and food and making friends. And the 5th tip, the gem of all gems, the creme de la creme of traveling on a budget. Do not wait for people. Do not wait. Time waits for no man, travel waits for no person. Okay guys, so that was my 5 tips on how to travel abroad on a very small budget. Now, if you have any questions or any comments, or you want to share some experiences or some more tips, please feel free to comment down below. Also, if you'd like to just talk to me about different places I've been to, or you want some advice or guidance on how you can, for example, work somewhere abroad and the processes, visas, etc., Feel free to DM me on Instagram. It's at Sophia_London_XOXO. It's here. Lastly, before I go, I just want to let you all know there is no wrong or right way to travel. These are tips for people who are on a budget and want to travel and have an amazing experience. If you have the money and you want to go on a private jet to the Maldives, please go ahead and do that. But if you don't and you want to explore lovely places, then like, comment, subscribe to this channel. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you have some amazing experiences going forward. I know right now it's COVID, so it's a little bit difficult to travel. Not impossible, but yes, a little bit more difficult. And I hope you just have an amazing time traveling, and I hope you don't break the bank whilst you're doing so. Have a lovely morning, evening, or afternoon whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.